What's going on, guys? Don't mind the hair, I didn't feel like putting on a hat. One of those days. We're here getting the endurance cars prepped. We were gonna go to Watkins Glen, but some of the guys canceled, so we were gonna do Lucky Dog. Both cars are getting love today. That one got a new radiator fan. We're going through some stuff, checking over alignment, driver comforts, stuff like that. This bad girl, we're getting the Johnny splitter together. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's a stenciling of a front splitter. That's our old one. It's gonna be the new one. We have all the 9 Lives Racing stuff. We got their wing. Figure why not get their quick disconnect splitter, you know? Apparently it could stand on it too. So, we'll see. We got this one off. Now it's time to find the other bumper cover and start getting that on. We gotta cut wood out or see if we have enough wood for it because it's a little bit bigger than we thought. We'll see. I'll update you. What's going on, guys? So, I haven't recorded a lot. We were trying to get a lot of work done. Races are coming up faster than we thought. So, a little update. Got the AccuSump done on the white E36, welded up. Rest of the stuff on this bad girl. We've got that car, fluids and stuff are going in. Replaced the radiator fan and stuff like that had failed. And then on the E36, we got the Hunsaker quick fill. So we're doing a dual setup, vent, fill. We're been doing a lot of work. Got the AN port on, nice and sealed with the fuel sealer. Hose is gonna come into here and then go out that way. Fairly self-explanatory. Got a back plate for where the back seat was supposed to go. Did that. And then we're doing a front splitter on the E36. 9 Lives Racing front splitter for the E36. No instructions, so we're still kind of figuring it out. I think we did it wrong. Well, it's gonna work either way. So we've got it all done, as you can tell. All the hardware is on the board. All the hardware is on the car. I gotta make leads so it's easy to disconnect them, and then put the lip to mesh up with the front bumper right here. So that's what I'm doing. It's kind of what's going on. I'll update you once I got the piece on. Alright, so for the AccuSump, I mounted it where I said I was going to. Move the fire bottle, the handheld one down there. It's a little close to the shifter, but nothing touches. It runs up through one of the stock grommets. I just cut a little hole into that. Up, down, and around. And then down into there where it's a nice T-piece that then ties into the oil cooler. Very simple, but it really helps these cars. It keeps the oil pressure up. You release it, gives the car oil pressure before you start it. It's a no-brainer for a race car, actually. We need to get one for this bad girl and that bad girl. But other than that, I just finished the front splitter. She looks pretty aggressive. 9 Lives Racing. They make some really good stuff. Wish this had a instruction manual with it, but all in all, it's pretty good. Got the quick disconnects for her. So you just release the side pins, pull that, drops down and slides out. So you can order a couple more pieces of hardware, have 2 or 3 sitting around. Should be good. Hopefully no one rips it off in the first race. Probably jinxing myself right now. What's going on, guys? So, another update. Hasn't moved. Dad took the laptop bag and the scanner, so I can't go to the dyno in case it has any issues. Can't clear anything. This bad girl, I've gotten, I'll show you guys in a minute, but I got that panel done. I don't think I showed this, but we got a resonator to come in and out. We have a straight pipe and a resonator. Amp has a fairly strict, noise stuff. And then the front splitter is officially done. All up. Little disconnects. I don't know if I got that on camera. Those. Looks decent. Not sure if I'm happy with the wood, but it'll work for now. And then that car's back in the shop. He had a mistake at amp and went into the wall. So we did the race car magic to kind of straighten and pull the frame rail out a little bit, at least get it close enough aligned. I'll show you in detail. Let me show you. All right, so as you can tell, we've gotten basically the whole front end stripped off. Rocker ripped off, doors all bent. The front, I'll show you, it's all outside. The front was all smacked, so we got to go through. We're doing all new pulleys, new everything. I broke the power steering pump, broke the water pump, broke the thermostat, bent the radiator. This frame rail, you could kind of see it. It's kind of a little wavy there. We did a little pulling whenever it was still together. Got it okay-ish to where we can start test fitting stuff. We'll probably have to tweak it some more. But I've been going through looking at stuff like this control arm's bent. It's hard, it's ever so slightly, but it's definitely tweaked. I'm sure one of these are tweaked. Power steering might be, or like the rack might be hurt because it doesn't want to turn right. Transmission mounts both snapped. Probably lifted the transmission up in the hit, which then caused, where is it? Exhaust smacked there. It really hit the diff there. So I don't think any of the diff bushings are broken. That one might be. I don't know why it's a little wet there. That's a little suspicious to me. But other than that, I don't see anything too crazy. Maybe this is a little... No, they're both like that. He was definitely driving it hard. He's scraping the control arm. So I'm gonna go through and do a deeper dive, make sure nothing else is broken. But that's currently what we're doing. This car is back in the shop. And you can kind of tell that the wrap is off, or coming off. That's because we're getting a donor car for the panels, because, it's crazy how expensive these panels are. You'll spend way more in a car with panels, like replacing panels, than you would just buying a new car, or like a parts car. Kind of ridiculous. Let's jump into that one. I'll show you what I've done there. All right, so Dad really, he got the 2 holes cut out for the roll bar and then cut the line across. I went ahead and painted both after they fit, mounted both top and bottom, and then cut the hole for the fuel out for the vent. Now, in the spirit of reusing parts, this is a part of the fender from that car that was all mangled. And I figured, why not use that, because I need some metal. I still got to pull off all this heat shield stuff, but we have a big AN fitting that will connect to this. I'm still waiting on fittings to connect this piece to the piece in the trunk. I'll show you. But I spent some time yesterday kind of getting this bent around. I have to drop this side of the tank a little bit so I could drill into it and start pop ribboning this around and get it nice and sealed. And then we're using this dryer duct, I guess. And I got to go to Home Depot, get two 3-inch caps so I can mount it to there and then there. So that's nice and protected so it won't rub through anything. That will protect the tank for the most part because Dad went a little crazy and then decided to throw away the metal, so I can't use that. But that's that. Now in the back, you guys have seen this, or you will, depending on what order the videos come out. This piece is going to be the vent piece that will go right through there. I'm just waiting on the connection from there to that threaded mesh tubing. And then that should be done for the most part. We'll have to do a couple test fills and see how much we can actually get in. Hopefully, the goal is 19 gallons. That's the goal for this setup. We'll see. Ideally, that would be perfect, but that's where we're at. What's going on, guys? Next day, well, not really next day, but a couple days later. Been waiting on parts to show up for both cars, actually. That one and this one. I don't remember where I left off on this one, but I did make and fit a plate there. Waiting on mounting that because I need like little caps for this tube. Home Depot didn't have anything. Shocking, kind of. But ordering stuff off Amazon, waiting on that coming. I finished taping everything. I even went ahead and taped all the back and then painted it so it doesn't reflect in the sun. But we did get some parts in, and I've already done some work. New brake lines on both sides. This side was ripped off. That one. New tie rods, so full inner and outer tie rod assemblies for each side. And then I did get, let's see, it's the electric water pump, the thermostat housing, and then the power steering pump in. So, oh, and the radiator, but I can't put that in because I need the core support and the parts car. So yeah, that's where we're standing. Should get some new parts here in a minute. Maybe not today, but they'll be put on. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. A short little update. Other than that, nothing else has really happened. Apparently the rally car is having issues, so got to dive back into that thing. Couldn't bring this to the dyno because the laptop and the scan tool are out right now. But yeah, thought I'd give you guys a little update. What's going on, guys? So today, well, really early today, we got the fuel system done. Filled it up. I believe stock on this car is 17 gallons. So we filled it all the way up, both tubes full of fuel. I didn't get it on camera because I was making sure there wasn't any spillages or leaks. And we got 19 and a half-ish gallons, which is pretty decent. Was hoping for closer to 20, like a solid 20, but it is what it is. We could always change the design and move this to be a little bit thicker earlier, like earlier in the coming out area. But a couple other things. I did paint the rest of the ducting tape. We figured if light was coming through the back, that would also kind of blind the driver. So took care of that. We got mounts for that one. Super solid. It's teed off because before it was a little weak. That bottom pan is pretty flimsy. And then this one is welded in the corner. We figured this holds more fluid or fuel than this one does. This one goes out a lot faster. Probably about 3/4 of a tank on the gauge. This one will start to suck in, and this one waits till about quarter tank. So we were thinking support the heavy one, right? So that's kind of what's going on there. It's basically all tidied up. But went through, put the shielding on the actual fiber hose. We made sure everything wasn't leaking before we put this cap back on. Cap's on. What else? Oh, we found out that the window net, the expiration date on it, expired. Well, not really expired. It's a brand new net, but it must have ripped off somewhere down in there, and yeah, can't use that anymore, unfortunately. So that's another $80 down the drain. Other than that, it should be pretty much ready to go. We gotta change tires and then maybe align it, and then that should be good. We were gonna get a parts car for this car, but the dude that was selling it flaked out. Well, he didn't really flake out. He lost the key to the parts car, so you can't even steer it without those keys. Yeah, so that's fun. So that's going for me tomorrow morning to go get that, and then hopefully we can start to put this thing back together. Sorry, I don't have the other lights on. It's the end of the day. But yeah, progress, I guess. I want to get this thing back together so that we could put this back on the lift. We had to do align it. Double check that we did all the fluids. There's a couple other things in that car that we needed to do, but you know, that's gonna come in the future. So yeah, this car might eventually be for sale. If anyone's interested, let me know. I'll let you have contact with the owner. But yep, that's what's going on at the shop. Well, we're also still waiting to dyno that thing. The dyno ended up getting booked up quite a bit, so gotta wait for that video. Unfortunately, I can't wait for it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I don't know if this is gonna be a long video or not, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Maybe in the next one, well, I'll have to double check when the races are, but we're gonna be in Lucky Dog at AMP, so set it on your schedules if you guys want to go come out, check it out, watch us race, hopefully win A class with that car. Yeah. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.